I'm attempting a challenge going from absolutely zero all the way up to be able to purchase the Midnight expansion for gold only. So far in this challenge, I have 905,000 gold, and to finish it, we need to be able to purchase 5 WoW tokens. Currently, a WoW token costs 382,000 gold, so we're gonna need about 1.5 million to finish this challenge. In this challenge, I have 3 very simple rules. I can only sell items that I have crafted myself. I cannot buy anything off the auction house, so I have to farm all of the materials myself for crafting, and I can only use a maximum of 3 different characters, 2 crafters, and 1 farmer. The goal for this episode is actually to finish this challenge, and I don't really know how much gold is hidden in the mailbox at the moment because we have quite a few mails. If you have seen the previous episodes, you know that I have been going very hard into the Legion inscription and all type of alchemy and all type of engineering as well, but the main gold maker lately has been the Legion inscription with the glyphs. So right now I'm just gonna show you my top crafts for this challenge because my goal is to finish this challenge in this episode. So I think we should begin with engineering. This has been one very stable one for me since I have been focusing a lot about crafting the parts. The main one, of course, is the obsidian bolts. I have been selling a lot of them and I still have a few that hasn't sold, but this one has been a really good one for me and really stable one since I have been farming a lot of obsidian bar in one of my favorite farms, which has been dual gathering in Vashir. So in Vashir, basically, you gather Ashara's Veil, Stormbind, and a lot of obsidian ore. So this has definitely been one of my go-to crafts, and I have been selling a lot of the bolts. Other than that, here in the Cataclysm, I have also made a couple of the electrified ether when we were farming the dungeon in Uldum that gives a lot of volatile air. We started doing a lot of classic stuff as well, and we did a lot of the thorium stuff and a lot of the mithril stuff here as well. They're selling to people, I guess, leveling their profession, and also you can now pilfer those stuff in the war within to get parts and stuff, so people actually maybe pilfer them, which makes them have a huge demand. So they are selling very good as well. Outland engineering was absolutely not the best, sadly, because it took too long time to actually get the fell iron bars. It seems to be one very inefficient farm compared to the other ones that I've found, so that one I really did not prefer. We did a lot of ghost iron, of course, as well, because ghost iron was pretty decent, and the ghost iron bolts I've been selling so many of, and also I've been selling some high explosive gunpowder as well. So those two has been really good for me in engineering, and that is basically about it in engineering, I think, that we have been focusing the most on. And alchemy, we have a bunch of different crafts. Shadowlands alchemy wasn't the best either, but we were a bit successful with the flask of stamina. But other than that, we didn't really make too much with the Shadowlands alchemy, sadly, because it was basically crafting for a loss all of the time, even though we're farming ourselves, of course, but it was still like reducing our value over actually materials that we are farming. Looking at BFA, it was a mess as well, sadly, so not really anything good there either. But when we go lower and lower in expansion, I feel like it's getting better and better. So the Potion of Luck, even though it's a gray item right now, people buy this to actually use to select specialization in alchemy. So this sell a little bit, but not a lot. Like, I have been having this 10 for quite a long time now, but sometimes they do sell, so that might be a craft to add at least to the rotation. Then, of course, we did a lot of transmutation in the start as well, transmuting trillium bars, living steel and such. That can be decent, but the margins on this is pretty bad right now. I don't know, like, I did it because, yeah, well, I farmed all materials myself, of course. But coming down here to Cataclysm, of course, we have the treasure finding potion, the potion of Deep Hole. This is a surpriser, absolutely. This one has been doing so good so far, and I highly recommend to add this to your rotation. Even though the sell rate is only 4 now, that is kind of bad, but like, it is selling way faster than that. But it's not selling fast, but it is selling for a good margins. And the potion of illusion, guys, this has been absolutely mental in this challenge. We have been selling so many of this. I didn't know it was possible. I think we sold over 1,000 of this in this challenge in total. I don't know why we cannot see it in the stats here, but this has been so good for me, and that was a really good way to spend Ashara's Veil and the volatile life that we were farming. So that was really good as well. Flask of the Winds, Flask of Titanic Strength is really good ones as well. In classic alchemy, the ghost die has been really good as well, so that I have been doing a lot. And of course, we did Arcanite transmutations in the start a lot as well. But let's log on to our other crafter and see what he has to offer, because that one has been the crafter that has been most successful in terms of how much gold we have made. Okay, here we are, our level 14 rogue. This has been a printer. This is actually the second crafter that we did in this challenge, and this one has been really good. So in Shadowlands, we have been doing some of the misses. Hasn't been the best, but we had to spend our inks at something, and that ended up to be a few missives. And also this glyph were selling quite good, and this is actually quite good profit. I I did not get any of the other glyphs, sadly, in Shadowlands. But this one turned out to be pretty good. I have actually kind of forgotten to craft this lately because I've been so focused on the Legion ones. Looking at Kultiran, this wasn't my favorite either because you need so many inks to do crafts here. And it takes ages to both craft and I feel like farming those materials for the glyphs. Even though they can be decent to sell, it was so inefficient for me to do this. I pretty much did not do it. But maybe if you buy the mats, you can make them profitable. But I choose to not do that. This has been crazy good for us, guys. And as you can see, we still have a bunch of mats here to craft because it has been a little bit slow selling now as of recording this. I think my competition has gone up a little bit. I don't know if it is because my YouTube videos, I have no idea. But looking into the Legion glyphs is actually something that I can recommend because there are so many glyphs here. And if you mill the herbs, I think you get some extra value and actually maybe can craft them profitable. But I haven't checked the numbers since I have been farming countless hours of Dreamleaf. I don't think you guys understand how many hours I have spent this challenge farming the freaking Dreamleaf in Val'sharah. I know that route like in my back now. Holy shit. It has been so good for it though, because I have actually been making like 25k an hour doing that farm. So looking at that farm is something I really do recommend if you want to check out old content or you don't have Midnight yet. Doing Val'sharah, gathering Dreamleaf. I actually went for Dreamleaf only, not even doing the ores, because I think that makes your gold per hour worse. So doing that is actually really good on your journey towards Midnight. So yeah, I highly recommend that. But all of the glyphs here, you will see in the mailbox as well. It's selling like crazy, guys. And then of course we have had some of the glyphs here from older expansions, but it has been mainly Legion that has been selling because that has been so good to farm, as I just said. So it hasn't sadly been too much of the other things here, and that is basically because it has been so inefficient to do the farms. I really wanted to push the challenge to its end the last couple of episodes so we actually can make some progress because I don't want it to take forever, right? We also now have fuel crafting here. This was quite a bummer. I actually did not level it up more than this because we didn't really use it too much, sadly. I know it got a bit one-sided here with the glyphs, like with the Legion glyphs and stuff, but since it was so good, I kind of didn't know where to take it from here because that and the Vashir farm is so efficient compared to all of the other farms that I have found that you can do solo. So I couldn't like see myself go out and farm Silverleaf for 2k an hour when I could get 25k an hour doing Val'sharah or Vashir. Like sadly, at least we tried a lot of different stuff in the beginning, which I'm really happy about. But let's look back to our actual mailbox and see how much gold we can now collect and see if we can actually finish this challenge in this mailbox or if I need to keep selling for a bit and get another mailbox. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I just quickly want to say that I recently opened a Patreon. So if you want to support me on my journey to becoming a full-time creator and living my dream, please check it out in the pinned comment or description below. On the Patreon, I'm also posting written gold making guides. I have my TSM and PBS set up for flipping. I try to give as much as possible back to you guys for supporting me a little bit extra, but let's continue with the video. Okay guys, it is now time to open this huge mailbox. It is going to be absolutely the hugest one that we have had yet. This week has been filled with hours and hours and hours of grinding, and I'm so happy about it, and we're gonna see some insane sales in here. So let's open it up and see how much we have in the first 100 mails. Looking at this, we have 288,000 gold in the first 100 mails. That is absolutely crazy, guys. Like, look at the glyphs selling here. It's absolutely mental. Then we have some ghost iron bolts, like, but it's mainly going to be glyphs here, as you can see. We actually did some mysterious fortune cards as well, and that was quite fun because those had a great profit margins. I was like jumping on that immediately, farming that and getting the black ink. I can't remember exactly the name of it, but I did a lot of those crafts. I still have a lot that hasn't sold though, but here we're coming in with a huge sale because I couldn't sell so many glyphs because I farmed for like so many hours before I started selling the glyphs. So I kind of decided to post up some pigments on the auction house as well to see if we can get rid of them, and we did 70k for 679 one of them here, and then we have 787 of a sallow pigment here as well. So that was like, holy shit, selling those big batches there was really lucky, I think. I don't know how much the actual pigments usually sells because it should be profitable to actually mill your own herbs. But then we have some more obsidian bolts, ghost iron bolts there as well, and just glyphs all of the time, just glyphs. Let's open this 100 and see how much it is in the next. I think it's not going to be as much, but we'll see. Okay, looking at this next 100 right here, we are looking at actually 195,000 gold. So that is actually very, very good as well. But look at the glyph selling here. Ghost Iron Bolt. So it's basically the best farms I have been doing this week. Like, I have not been wasting any time this week on anything. I've just been going so much ham because I really wanted to finish this. 200k here is probably like 7 hours for me, like actively farming. And then you have to do some milling and stuff. But that is fully AFK for me because I can do it while I do other stuff, right? At least 7 hours actively farming for 200k here, like without a doubt. So I have been farming probably like, I don't even know how many hours this week, but so many hours. Like, it's insane how many hours I've been farming this week. I think I've been farming like probably 30 hours, not maybe fully 30 hours, but yeah, maybe probably like 30 hours. And you can understand, like, I'm a bit tired of farming, so I'm gonna take a break of farming after this challenge, that I can tell you guys, because holy shit. Looking at this mailbox, yeah, it's only glyphs basically. So we're gonna open this one immediately as well. Holy macaroni, guys. We have 218,000 gold here again. What the actual frick is going on? I think we might have had quite high prices on the glyphs because this much I was not expecting, actually. Like, looking at the glyphs here, some of them is like close to 1,000 gold or even more than 1,000 gold each, which is really, really good. But there's a lot of glyphs here. And Flask of the Wind selling there 62 for 20k as well. That is like a huge sale. And yeah, basically glyphs, holy shit. So I think this is gonna be enough, guys, but let's open up this 100 and we'll see what we end up with. In the last 20 here, we basically have 20k, so let's take that as well. Boom, 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 boom. 1.6 million gold, guys. We have officially made it enough gold to purchase the Midnight expansion. Holy shit, this has been a journey. This has been so fun, and I have been enjoying this a lot. Like, holy shit. How much time we have spent on this, and how much fun we have had, and how much more knowledge I now have about old content profession and farms is so much more, and I'm really happy about the experience that I've had because this is so crazy. Collecting 700k this week, I actually did not know it was gonna be this much in the mailbox, guys, because I think we've had like a 25 to 30 hour farm sessions in total, and that means we've had a quite good gold per hour, which is really nice to see because I put so much effort into it. So that's making me really happy, guys, and I hope you have enjoyed this series. I know this episode might have been a little bit weird because I did not include any farms or didn't include anything more than just the mailbox and showing you guys the progress and what we have been doing, but I hope that could help you if you want to try out something like this as well for yourself. If you have any questions, just let me know in the description below. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Patreon, guys, if you want to support the challenge. And also, guys, our total slash played on this challenge has been 166 hours. I hope you have enjoyed this, guys. Goodbye.